one.
All right, what is going on, YouTube world? I'm your brother Reza, and this is KRT Life. And as you can see, we're back with another video. Okay, we're back with another vlog. This is a full family vlog, as you can see, and we've been gone for a while, and we are improvising because the family dynamic has changed, and you can tell.
Dynamic.
Yes.
Family
And
dynamic
you can tell,
is very dynamic.
whoa. And you can tell based on the way that we've been posting videos on YouTube that things have changed. But this is a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time, so we're finally going to try to make it through this video with everybody. And without further ado, the stroller comparison video that we've been trying to get done for a while. All right, so what do we have here? You want to go first? Here you go.
Sure, I'll go first. So we are comparing two things at the moment, but actually three things total, right?
A surprise at the end.
Yeah, so excuse my interference over here. Anyway, I typically use this stroller. This is NUNA Travel Stroller. I feel weird with holding this thing. It's so odd.
I think you're doing good.
Anyway, I am going to give you guys my cons and pros, what I like, what I don't like, and we're going to... Good point. I don't remember the price. I'm going to have to ballpark that one. Anyway, so I'm going to start with cons. So cons for this stroller is a very small storage basket on the bottom. But be mindful that this is a travel stroller. It's not a full-size stroller to roll around the city. So my cons are small. This is so weird. This small storage basket, small wheels. I was going to say storage wheels. That's how delusional I am. Small wheels. So it's really good like when you do quick errand, this, that, and the other, but if you really try to go to the park and roll through some dirt and rocks, it's a little bit more difficult. And it's also not as sturdy when the child is trying to stand up, because pretty much the entire
It's okay, buddy.
pretty much the entire stroller is soft. It has a little bit of structure on the bottom, but this is all soft. So when our son stands up, it just kind of tips the stroller over, so you have to be very mindful of that. So, this is the weirdest vlog we have ever done, but this is our reality every day. So here we go.
Chaos.
So pros. It is a one-hand open and close stroller, which what exactly I wanted when we had our daughter and she was really small. I had a different one, but it was a one-hand open and close, so I can hold her in one arm and then open and close the stroller easily without any issues. And that made my life much easier, because I actually traveled through the airports with her alone, and that was my lifesaver. So apparently it's so hard to find nowadays unless you want to drop some over $1,000. So this one does have open and close with one hand. Very light to pick up, so you can pick it up very easily with one hand, even with your kid in your other hand, no problems. And it's very easy to roll, so it's significantly lighter than the full-size stroller, and it's very noticeable when you switch between the two and you try to roll to the park or something like that. There they go. Let's see. This stroller is a travel stroller, and it does fit in the travel compartments above your head in the airplane. I believe sometimes domestic flights planes a little bit smaller, so that might be an issue, but we did travel with it internationally and actually domestically, because we flew from Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale and then to Bahamas, and it fit easily above our heads in the airplane, so it was just nice and quick. You don't have to wait for them to check it in and bring it back and all this other stuff. So that was good. Yes, and I like the way it looks. It's fully black, it's all matte, it's very easy to fit our son in and out. This piece, the handlebar, I guess, whatever it's called, opens very easily from both sides, and you can completely take it off, and I like it a lot. So that's kind of my cons and pros that I just bolted through real quickly. But
nice and it's good.
Yeah, so I really like this stroller. We've been using this stroller for over a year, and I've been very happy with it, and I would continue using it for any quick errand, for any like quick, you know, trip to the mall, or maybe a quick trip to a store or something like that. So this is definitely my go-to. Want to go with yours?
All right, so that is the NUNA, what is it called? NUNA Travel. And while I'm talking about this one, look up the retail so we can know how much it costs. And if you can, look up this one as well, because I don't remember how much you paid for this one either. Or the other one that's off camera, that, or it might be in the shot that we're going to talk about last. But anyway, without further ado, this is the UPPA Baby Cruz right here that I'm going to be talking about. And I love this stroller for a few reasons compared to the other strollers that we have tried so far. All right, so whatever I was just talking about, UPPA Baby Cruz, that's what we have right here. All right, the UPPA Baby Cruz, this is actually a stroller, even though right now it looks more like a wagon. That's because I have the stroller piece off. So with one hand, as you can see, I can easily, boom, throw the chair on just like that.
The other hand that was helping.
Yeah, it was helping a little bit, but you know, I had the mic in my hand. But you can easily convert this thing into a lot of different forms. It comes with a bassinet. It comes with the regular chair part. As you saw before I put the chair part on, you have the whole open bottom area that you can use for storage.
Roll your kid in.
Or roll your kid in. And it's well, you're not supposed to. Let's say that because people gave us some...
You're not supposed to, but things happen
have
small kids.
Right. So you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. For everybody who commented on that other video that we did.
You want to keep your common sense. Oh, not common sense. What is it called?
Sanity.
Yes.
So anyway, so yeah, this thing is mad adaptable. I think it lasts very long for your well, what's the word? How do I want to say it? It's very adaptive and can last for a very long time with your child through many stages of your child's life. Like I said, it can start off with the bassinet, and then when your child outgrows the bassinet, you can put them in a chair, and then when your child doesn't want to be in the chair, they can kind of ride around down there, even though they're technically not supposed to. And I've even seen a skateboard attachment for not this one, but for the Vista. Yeah,
they have this thing where you can attach it to the back, so if you have two kids, the older child can stand on this rolling skateboard step thing. Yeah, and the smaller child can ride inside. Yes, they do have that.
And now something else that I do with this stroller that's not necessarily recommended is I have been running with this stroller. Back when my son would actually sit in the stroller for more than 15 seconds, I used to go on very long runs in this stroller. Well, not very long, but mid-distance runs. I would do anywhere from 5 to 7 mile runs with this stroller, and it actually performed very good as a running stroller because I was seriously considering buying yet another stroller just for running, but I didn't have to do any of that. So pros real quick. I love the grips. I love how easy it is to bend this thing and stow it away once you get used to the ergonomics of it. I love how this thing can grow with your child over a very long life cycle of the product. It's not like the NUNA where you can only use it for 3 months and your child outgrows it. This thing can stick with your child for a long time as long as they're willing to sit in it. And I actually really do like the way that it looks and the durability. This thing is a tank. It's very easy to use with 2 hands, although some people will consider it kind of heavy. Speaking of it being kind of heavy, I guess I can go into my cons of this device, of this stroller. And I think the number one con would be that some people just kind of think that it's a heavier stroller, which it is, and it's not as portable as something like the NUNA right there. But I feel like for an all-around stroller, this thing is pretty darn awesome, and I can't really think of any real cons except for the weight. But other than that, very versatile, and your child can use it for a very long time. All right, so prices real quick. This NUNA, sorry, not NUNA, this UPPA Baby Cruz is $700-ish, and that comes with the bassinet, with the chair, and everything that you see here. And I don't know if does it come with the carrier or the cover?
No, it
doesn't come with the carrier.
You're talking about the car seat?
No, the thing so you can travel on the airplane with it, the bag. No, it doesn't come with the airplane bag. You gotta buy the airplane bag separate. And then that one right there costs.
This is $400, and it does come with a bag. For travel, yes.
All right, so now that we've told y'all which ones we like and don't like and prefer and all that, obviously my wife prefers the NUNA, and I prefer the UPPA Baby. I guess we should cross-analyze each other's strollers and say why we don't like each other's stroller. I guess I'll start with my wife since I have the microphone in my hand. My main gripe with this stroller is 2 things, but number 1 is the handle when the top thing is folded up, the hood, what do you call it?
That's true.
That part, yeah. When that part is folded up, it covers your hands and it just feels very weird. It is very lightweight, but I feel like that lightweight comes at a price because, so I was gonna run into the street. I feel like that lightweightness of it comes at a sacrifice because you don't have any storage space in the bottom when you're going shopping and stuff like that. And you don't have anywhere to put diaper bags. Or you can, but once you put the diaper bag down there, you're kind of out of your SOL for other space versus...
Well, it's a travel, right? It's meant to be smaller. The whole point for this was to fit in the top compartment. So yeah, you give up some things for sure with it. I 100% agree.
Yeah. Versus this one right here, you have mad space to do a lot. I went shopping, running, a lot of adventures in this thing. The suspension is excellent. It can run over most things, and it's extremely smooth when you push it, even though I have like maybe 600-700 miles on this thing running, just running. Yeah, so tell everybody what you don't like about this one and why you prefer that one.
So 2 main things. The one I already mentioned, I wanted the one hand fold and unfold, because if you hold your child, it's much easier instead of putting them in the car and then going back and taking care of the stroller. So I can hold our son, fold the stroller, pick it up, and then put it in the truck. So, and it also takes a lot less space in the truck because when it's folded, let me take my daughter's phone out of here. That's all it is.
That's actually very impressive.
So I absolutely love that. That makes my life so much easier. And of course, the weight.
Yeah.
It's, as I got older, the kids are 10 years apart. It became harder and harder to pick up all these things. And our son wanted to be held so much that, and he was pretty heavy baby to begin with, that it just start really, I start really feeling it in my back, and I had back problems. So this actually made my life much easier. So those are the 2 main things why I like this one. I still love Upper Baby, but just for me and for what I've used it and to be able to move fast in and out, I prefer this.
And this one folds up really easy too. But now we're gonna move into the other part of this thing, because yeah, both of us love these strollers, but our bigger problem is that our son won't sit in either one of these strollers at this moment. So we moved on yet again. And we're going to talk to you right now about the EVENFLO Pivot Explorer, which we bought used for $250. Yeah. All right. So we've only had this thing a few weeks, and we have extremely mixed feelings about it. I think it retails for $300 something roughly. We got it used, so we got a bit of a break, and it's still in great shape even though it was used. But however, you want to start?
Do I want to start? Sure. I didn't really write down the full cons and pros, but I can tell you from like we've been using what, 2 weeks probably? 2 weeks.
This is 3rd week.
So I absolutely love the space because you do have a lot of space in the stroller. Although our son does not want to just sit. He wants to jump from one side to another side to fall in the middle. So all the space that we have is used by our child pretty much completely. He monopolized this stroller. So the wheels. The wheels.
It's okay, bud.
The wheels are great. So when we were looking for a wagon, Reza was specifically looking for a wagon with heavy duty wheels to make sure that we can roll over rocks. If we go to the park, we can go through the grass, because the whole point also was to be able to put his like toys in here when we're going, like, you know, his football and then his little bike and so on. So that is another piece. It's very easy to roll. As big as it is, it's very easy to roll, but it is very heavy when you fold it and you have to lift it up. It's heavier than that Upper Baby stroller, which makes it difficult for sure. It's bigger in the size wise, so if you try to go through smaller spaces, you have to maneuver very carefully and be very precise, where if I go with our travel stroller, it's just very easy for me to go through. And this thing is kind of hard to fold. It folds but doesn't quite lock, and you have to lock it a certain way. But overall, in these last couple of weeks, we went with this stroller to the mall, and we went with the stroller to the pool a couple of times. And I would say I still like it for those purposes. So I think it just probably depends what you use it for. If you try to do a trip to a park, sure, that's great. If you try to just go to do a quick errand, I would not use it. I would use our quick fold unfold stroller. So those are my quick points.
All right, those are her quick points, and I mean, I pretty much agree with everything that my wife just said on this one. I was a bit more optimistic about it before we actually had it. I was like, oh man, this might be a great solution, and we can get rid of the other two strollers. We don't know if our son is in a phase where he will eventually start sitting in these strollers, or if he's just done with strollers. We don't really know. At the end of the day, he doesn't like really sitting in any of them, but we have tried all three, and we're really going to talk about this on camera right now. Which should we keep and what should we sell?
I would stick with the wagon and my travel stroller, because travel, like I said, it's easier to maneuver. It's much lighter. It's much quicker. We also can travel with it. But this definitely would keep it for pool in the park trips, because that small stroller does not work for us because nothing just fits there. And sometimes he can hop around in here and actually roll in it a little bit longer because he can stand in there versus sit in there. So I would stick with the wagon and the travel stroller.
And if it was up to me, I would sell these two, and I would stick with the UPPA Baby CRUZ. And on that bombshell, I just stole that from Jeremy Clarkson. We are KRT Life with the Y. Like, subscribe, comment, and all that. This was a very difficult vlog to make, as y'all could see. Lots of
Our kids are just like wilding out there in the back. Our dog's trying to run after our son.
A lot of things happening in the background, but hopefully this brings some value to you. And I guess, yeah, on a serious note, like, none of these solutions is going to be perfect, but they're all pretty decent.
Yes, let me let Sonyushka say goodbye, and I'll switch with her real quick.
Okay, the kids are going to come and say goodbye. Is the camera even rolling? Or is it recording? Okay. All right, everybody say bye.
Bye.
It's hot and sweaty outside. Everybody say bye. All right, that's it. We made it through somehow.